Welcome to Luck of the Draw, a novel by William Scott Morrison with narration by the author. Chapter 1, Nicknames, Pittsburgh, 1959. Jenny was one of only two girls in her 6th grade class to get stuck with a nickname. Linda Tanner got Bubbles because of the breasts she'd grown over the summer, which wasn't too bad as nicknames go, but Jenny got Honker because of her nose. Now that her 3 older brothers had all moved on to junior high, there was nobody to defend her if the boys made fun of her. They would never have dared to do it if her brothers were around. It started one day at recess under the basketball hoop, when she beat Rusty Limburg at 4 horses, and he got so furious at losing to a girl that he chased her around the playground going honk, 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 like an old pickup truck. After that, the boys were always honk, honk, honking at her, loud on the playground, or muffled under their breath, so the teachers couldn't hear as they passed her in the halls. Having a big schnozola wasn't so bad for her brothers. They were guys, and everybody knows that on a guy a big nose is directly proportional to you-know-what. But Jenny was the first Abruzzi girl in 2 generations, and the only thing anybody ever seemed to notice about her was her dill pickle of a nose. Jenny had her dad's Mediterranean complexion and his glistening coal-black hair, and she was always being told how lucky she was to have her mom's blue eyes and prominent Irish cheekbones. But grown-ups were much too polite to come right out and tell the truth. It was all ruined by the Abruzzi nose. All her life, she wondered if she might be just a little bit pretty if she only had a normal nose. But since she'd been stuck with that horrible nickname, Honker, she didn't care if she was to be ugly forever and ever, if only the boys would stop honking at her. Right after Halloween, the school's music teacher, Mrs. Scott, who came around every Tuesday to lead the class for an hour of singing, held tryouts for the Christmas pageant. Once again, Mrs. Scott picked Jenny, the 3rd year in a row. Jenny was surprised at the first rehearsal when Mrs. Scott asked her to come see her after school. What could she have done wrong? But it wasn't like that at all. Mrs. Scott said, "Jennifer, you have a wonderfully pure angelic voice. How would you like to be the soloist on Silent Night this year?" "You mean all by myself?" "No, I'll play piano and the choir will sing harmony, but you'll sing the melody." Mrs. Scott coached her on articulation, breath control, and how to use her diaphragm. Jenny already knew how to play it from her piano lessons, and she practiced for hours on end. The week before the pageant, Mrs. Scott rehearsed them every afternoon. The full choir came in on Sleep in Heavenly Peace, but the rest of the song was all Jenny's. Her mom was even more excited than she was, and
Sample complete. Ready to continue?